Welcome everyone here to the ABN live on ABN Esports coverage. We're here with the ARX series here tonight from USA Speedway, the dirt version for tonight's race here at USA Speedway, as these drivers are in practice right now, kind of messing around here, figuring out what these cars can do. Show you the practice timer or practice standings right now. I've got about 6 minutes or 7 minutes left here in practice for these drivers out on track right now. Joshua Gaiman on top of the leaderboard here at USA Speedway. Connor Knowlton right now in second. Brendan Feder place in third. Ross Baxter fourth. John Smeal rounding out the top five. And we see standings after 6 of 14 races here. Brandon Feder place, still your points leader. Connor Knowlton in second. John Smeal third. David Smeal Jr. in fourth. He is not here tonight. Ross Baxter in fifth. Matthew Kent not here. Jeremy Briault not here. Carmen Sienna is here racing tonight. Jimmy Barr not here. Matt Vorndran not here. Dale Markowski not here. And Logan Monteith not here. So only a few drivers here that are on top of that standings board. About 5.5 minutes now left in practice as these drivers kind of get dialed in for the heat race. Then, of course, after the heat race, we'll have the C-Main or the consolation, more or less. Basically a random draw for the heat race. So practice means really nothing other than just figuring out what your car can do. But then for the heat races, like I said, it'll be a random draw, so you may have some people qualify or fast in practice, but may start in the back for the heat. And then obviously the heat is 100% invert to the consolation. So if you finish dead last in the heat, you will start on pole for the consolation race here tonight. And then the consolation race after that is over, that will set the main, set the field for the main or the feature. As Brandon Proudfoot just joins in there, so that's gonna be fun. We know he's fast here, really anywhere on dirt. About 4 minutes left here in practice. Joshua Gaiman's still top of the board, as you kind of would expect here. He's very, very, very fast. Track's starting to get worn in. You can see it there. In the corners, you can kind of see the low line really lightened up a whole lot. The outside line's still pretty dark. Not a lot of drivers running up there. That's just really, you can't really carry speed up there on that high side. You kind of can middle. But you kind of have to arc it in almost to the corner, let it kind of go up to the middle, and then come back down. Kind of get that good run off of the corner exit. But as the grip starts to kind of disappear from the low line, you may see some people trying to go up high and make some things work up there on the high side, but just this track's so big that the high side just really is tough to keep speed up there and be consistent. But more than likely, you're not going to see much change in the leaderboard. Obviously, the fastest laps are set when the track is still fresh, with no usage on it. As these cars ride around here, use the track up even more, the times are just going to get slower and slower. So probably not a whole lot of change that you'll see on the leaderboard, as Ross Baxter has a little incident with the inside wall there. But we've got 9 cars in the field tonight so far. Still got about a minute and 50 seconds till the first heat starts, which I'm assuming only one heat tonight with only 9 cars. And we have a new sponsor tonight. And this race is actually sponsored. It's a Mustang Racing 50. We've got a little short kind of commercial break that we'll show for you here real quick. So got about a minute left as Jeremy Briault joins the session as well. Minute left. We'll play this quick little commercial break. We'll be right back. Pretty cool there. We get some sponsors and get some commercial breaks here tonight. We'll have another one next week that I got to get from Mr. Connor Knowlton himself in that number 24 machine. Practice is coming to an end here at USA Speedway. Then we'll get ready to line up for the first and only heat of the night. You can see this beautiful racetrack that unfortunately is no longer a real racetrack, but there everyone is gridded up. We have 11 cars now, so Colin McDonough came in last minute, as well as Jeremy Briault. Sky Shrek will be starting in 10th. John Smill's going to be starting in 11th. So Carmen Sienna on pole for the first heat, 10 laps here in this heat race. No cautions in the heat race. Joshua Gaiman starting second. Colin McDonough in third. Riley is in fourth. Riley Marechko. I think that's how he said that I have to say it. I don't know. We'll get better at it. Connor Knowlton in fifth. Brandon Proudfoot sixth. Brandon Fetterplace, which are two different people, in 7th, Ross Baxter in 8th, Jeremy in 9th, Sky Shrek in 10th, and John Smeal in 11th. So here we go, gridding and taking off here at USA Speedway. And this is the dirt version. Luckily, this is a pretty long dirt track, so we will be able to hopefully talk to some people under caution tonight. Again, there's the event info. It does not say the length of this track, but I believe it's definitely a probably close to a half mile. I could be wrong, but definitely a bigger dirt track, in so to speak, compared to some of the other dirt tracks here on iRacing. As all 11 cars on track getting ready to go green, Lights on the pace truck are off. We're going to be going green flag racing next time by. Oh, I gotta do something real quick and turn the driver's voices off. My bad about that. Don't want any bad language coming out here as we go green flag racing here for heat number 1. Joshua Gaiman already to the lead. Carmen Sienna in second. Jeremy Briault back here battling with John Smeal and Sky Shrek. They're going to get together. Oh, big wreck. Proudfoot, Knowlton, all involved there. Oh, Jeremy's going to get a piece of it again. So, oh, Connor Knowlton gets turned again. That was Ross Baxter involved as well. Connor Knowlton not having a great heat here. Riley in that number 11 in second place now. Carmen Sienna getting passed by Brandon Fetterplace. So that'll move Brandon Fetterplace into third. Carmen Sienna back to fourth. John Smeal has moved up to fifth as Jeremy Briault crashes. You see him into the outside wall. That thing is hurting. He's in front of Connor Knowlton. Joshua Gaiman 2.5 seconds back, or in front of Riley in that number 11. Brandon Fetterplace trying to make the top side work there. Carmen still running in fourth right now, but John Smeal's gonna get, gonna get a little tap from Brandon Proudfoot. He's gonna get back going, but he's gonna lose a lot of time there in that number 13 machine. It's gonna move Brandon Proudfoot to fifth, as Jeremy has just crashed again. He is not having a good day in that number 74 machine, but he'll be there for the end of it. Don't worry, he'll get it figured out. Already only 4 laps to go here in this heat. You can see Joshua Gaiman currently your race leader by 3 seconds. Ross Baxter gets around Colin McDonough. That's for 7th place. Oh, and Sky Shrek has crashed. She has jumped to the pits, so she will finish in 11th. Joshua Gaiman now with 2 laps to go has almost a 4-second lead over Riley Marecho. I don't know. Well, he even told me. I even asked him how to say his name. Already forgot how to say it. So, white flag in the air, sponsored by Smeal Racing Designs here for the heat race. Joshua Gaiman just kind of coasting at this point. Oh, Gaiman had a little connection issue there, but coming to the checkered flag, Joshua Gaiman's going to get the win. Riley is going to finish second. Brandon Fetterplace almost gets around the 11. Carmen Sienna comes home in fourth. Brandon Proudfoot, I guess, lets John Smeal by. So John Smeal will finish fifth. Proudfoot sixth. Ross Baxter in seventh. Connor Knowlton in eighth. Colin McDonough in ninth. And Jeremy Brialt coming around to finish in 10th with the hood flapping. So now we get ready for the consolation race. So now Joshua Gaiman will start in the back. Sky Shrek, she will start on pole. So it should be an interesting race. Let's see if we can get a word with Josh real quick. Joshua Gaiman, this is Ryan Pannell in the booth. You got a copy?
I got you.
Well, you won that one by 4 seconds, but now you got to come from the back. What do you think? You got a shot here?
Heck, we'll find out. It's never an easy thing coming from the back. But you know, we got speed, so should be all right.
Yeah, that's all you need. And you got a long feature race, so I expect to talk to you after the end of the night. But good luck to you, and hopefully you get back up front.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do.
All right, see you, buddy.
Yep.
All right, that was your Heat 1 winner, Joshua Gaiman, who will start at the back of the field. Like I said, a complete invert of the first heat. So Jeremy will actually start in second. Colin McDonough third. Connor Knowlton in fourth. Ross Baxter in fifth. Brandon Proudfoot sixth. John Smeal seventh. Carmen Sienna in eighth. Brandon Fetterplace in ninth. Riley Muricho in 10th. And Joshua Gaiman in 11th. I'm sorry, I'm from Georgia. Names are tough sometimes. So, anyway, here we go. Getting ready to go back green flag racing here for the consolation race. Not going green, sorry. We got one more lap here. One more lap, then we'll go green flag racing. So we got 10 laps here for the consolation. Again, no cautions here in the consolation race. I wonder if they have a drone cam here for USA. That'd be pretty cool. Probably not, but you know, it's worth. They do have a drone cam. Let's get some footage of the drone cam. Why not? Coming to the green flag here at USA Speedway. Sky Shrek, she is your pole sitter here for the consolation. Green flag is out. Gets a little loose in that 43 machine, but Jeremy Brialt going to the high side. What great camera footage here from this drone cam. Oh, Connor Knowlton, Colin McDonough, side by side, beating and banging. That is really for third place as Brandon Proudfoot making his way on the outside. He's going to make his way to third. Jeremy Brialt in second. Oh, John Smeal sends it in deep. Brandon Fetterplace is going to make it around John Smeal. Ross Baxter's already 4 seconds back. Looks like he may have had an incident. Look at these cars, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. What a race here in this consolation race. Connor Knowlton now to the lead. But Brandon Proudfoot right there. Sky Shrek, ooh, gets really loose. Oh, Colin McDonough goes around. Big contact. Looks like also maybe Riley was involved as well. Brandon Fetterplace is wheeling that thing. There goes Sky around. Jeremy saves it. Carmen Sienna gets on the brakes. Oh, another big hit there. So now Brandon Fetterplace has moved up to third. And he is driving the wheels off that thing. It really looks like he's got a good line on the inside there on that number 34 machine. Able to get it to turn and just drive off right there, middle of corner. Just great drive off. Not able to clear just yet, but Joshua Gaiman now behind these two. He is by far the fastest car that we've seen on track so far. Sky Shrek on pit road. So she will start more than likely 11th in the feature. Brandon Fetterplace just can't quite get around Brandon Proudfoot. Proudfoot gets to the inside of Connor Knowlton though. Pretty much a 4-car battle up here for the lead. Brandon Proudfoot's going to get around Connor Knowlton. We only have 5 laps to go here in this consolation race. John Smeal in 5th. Jeremy Brialt falls back to 6th. Ross Baxter is in 7th. And Brandon Proudfoot just set the fastest lap time of the evening with a 24.57. But Connor Knowlton's not giving up. He's right there. Just can't quite get the drive off. But they are catching some lap cars. It's like Colin McDonough and Carmen Sienna. Two laps to go here in the consolation race. You can see Brandon Fetterplace in 3rd there. Oh, big wreck in front of the leaders. Brandon Proudfoot involved. That's going to give Connor Knowlton the lead with Brandon Fetterplace right behind them. And Joshua Gaiman right there as well. Huge implications there for the lap car crashing. 1 lap to go here, sponsored by Smeal Racing Designs, which we had it up the whole time anyway. Who's going to win this thing? Connor Knowlton might get it. Final turn here for the consolation race. Brandon Fetterplace gets a good entry, but not going to have the exit that he's going to need. He's going to come home in 2nd. Connor Knowlton is going to win this consolation race and start on the pole for the feature. So we'll have a 5-minute warm-up here before the main event, as everybody gets out a little frustration there after the consolation race. And the lights come on, and for the next 5 minutes, these drivers get ready to prep for this feature race here tonight. You see, this is a time tradition of pretty much any dirt series in ARCS. Go up to the top, pack the track in. If you're running full speed laps, you didn't get the memo. But let's see if we can't get a word with Connor Knowlton. Connor, this is Ryan Pannell in the booth. What's up?
How you doing, boss man?
Hey, well, you won. Little controversy there. Lap car got in the way of the 22, but hey, you gotta take it when you can get it.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I was just trying to follow him for a little bit, see what lines he's running. I guarantee you by about lap 5, he'll be off in the sunset. He passed me so quickly. So honestly, for me, I just want to try and, keep it in one piece for tonight. This is a very difficult track for these cars. They're very heavy. So if I can learn what I can from him, that brief moment that I was right behind him, I think when he passed me, I think I might have something for him later on in the race. But we'll see what happens when we get there.
Absolutely. Well, anything could happen here. Obviously, dirt track, even catching lap cars like what we just saw there in the consolation could change the outcome of the race. So good luck to you, and we'll be rooting you on from up here in the booth.
Sounds good. Thank you, man.
See you. All right, that was your consolation winner and the driver that will be starting on pole tonight as they continue the track packing. I said that backwards, didn't I? The track packing here at USA Speedway. We're out here having fun. Appreciate y'all that are tuning in live on YouTube. It's been a lot of fun doing this all year. With a this is the first time I really worked for a production crew. Being a part of ABN Studios. They have a huge following, and if you don't subscribe to them on YouTube yet, please do. Helps me out, helps ABN, helps ARCS, helps all the communities, just from start to finish. So really do appreciate y'all being in there, and even my cousin in there with some comments. We got Mustang Racing Group with some comments as well. So thank y'all for being not just watching but being active in there. It makes it fun for me as well, as these drivers are turning them loose here. Less than 2 minutes here in the warm-up, then we'll get ready for the feature. See John Smeal just slinging that thing in there. I mean, I love dirt racing. I mean, I grew up obviously with Cody's dad, my uncle Tracy. Was probably one of the best dirt track racers in Southeast Georgia. It runs in my blood for sure. So I love when these cars come to dirt. I know it doesn't really handle like a dirt car, but still just a lot of fun to watch. Some of these drivers definitely have a lot of talent. As you can see, the slick going into 1 and 2, it's getting pretty defined there. Even going into 3 and 4, you can see it starting to kind of get dark there, and that really makes it slick on corner entry. And you can even see there on the bottom coming out of 4, it's starting to get a little dark there. So definitely the track is definitely changing throughout the night as John Smeal pulls a Smeal slider there. 30 seconds till we grid up for the feature. Cody said if the main is half as good as the Consolation, it's going to be a great race. I agree that Consolation race was a lot of fun, calling that race and watching it. And the main is only going to be that much better because obviously cautions are turned on. I just love seeing those cars just enter these corners just plumb sideways. I mean, just I don't know. That's just, if you don't like that, then you don't like racing. I mean, that's just pretty cool to watch. I mean, and they're pushing it, hitting the wall. But all right, we're getting ready for the feature here. Let's see what we can do here to get a quick overview of the starting grid. We got 50 laps tonight, so we'll do the starting grid here really quick. Connor Knowlton will be starting on pole. Brandon Fetterplace will be on outside pole. Josh Gaiman will be in row 2 on the inside. John Smeal in 4th. Brandon Proudfoot will start in 5th. Jeremy Brialt in 6th. Ross Baxter will be starting in 7th place. Riley Miricho in 8th. Carmen Sienna will be starting in 9th. Colin McDonough in 10th. And rounding out the field will be Sky Schreck starting in 11th position. So again, we are live here at USA Speedway as these drivers start to roll here for the opening pace laps. Connor Knowlton, pole sitter for this 50-lap feature. Brandon Fetterplace, outside pole. This could get wild. we'll see what happens here. I'm excited. Looks like Skystrek may have missed the start, or may not even be in the race anymore. So it looks like only 10 cars on track right now. So guaranteed top 10, as I would always say. You know, never give up. But we're getting ready to go green flag racing here at USA Speedway. Dirt track style. Nothing better than a Friday night dirt track race with the SRX cars live here with ARX Racing Series live on ABN Studios on YouTube. Never in a million years would I think that I'd be doing this on a Friday night, but I love every minute of it. So let's get ready to go green flag racing here on a Friday night. Pace truck pulls off. Barney the flagman has a green flag in his hand. We're green flag racing here at USA Speedway for 50 laps here at USA Lakeland, Florida. What a beautiful, beautiful dirt track we have here. Connor Knowlton's still in the lead right now. Brandon Fetterplace in second. Joshua Gaiman now takes second away from from Brandon Fetterplace. Brandon Proudfoot now going into third. But you got to be careful. You got to save those tires. Tires do wear on dirt now. I think the two that you're going to have to watch, and I think Connor Knowlton's going to be a close third. Brandon Fetterplace also right there. But, oh, Ross Baxter is around. Colin McDonough also involved. No caution. There's the caution. Yellow flag flies here at USA after 3 laps. Connor Knowlton's still your race leader at the moment. Let's take a quick look here at what happened to Ross Baxter. Looks like he's getting into turn 3 here. Oh, makes some contact with the 11, and then Carmen gets involved as well as Colin McDonough involved, and then both of those drivers do get it back going the right direction. Just unfortunate there for Ross. Made a little bit of contact there with the 11, and that sent him to the back of the field. So Connor Knowlton still your race leader after 5 of 50 laps. Let's have a quick word with Ross Baxter. What do you say? Ross Baxter, this is Ryan Pannell in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, man, I got you.
Well, what happened there? Made a little contact with the 11 and did a little loop-de-loop?
Be honest with you, I just got in there too deep, and I tried to slam on the brakes. I don't know who I hit, but I tried to slam on brakes to get off them, and I was just going too fast. Yeah, drove it in too hard. So.
Yeah, how's the car? Is the car okay, or did you have to?
I got about a minute of damage. Knocked off 30 seconds there. So hopefully we get some more cautions, and I can save my fast repair for a bigger wreck. But I'm just trying to survive, just out here having fun. So
Absolutely.
Yeah, dirt's not my thing, but I do enjoy it. But.
It is fun. All right, we'll let you get back to it, and good luck, buddy.
All right, thank you.
See you. All right, Ross Baxter got a little bit of damage, but a minute of damage here on a dirt track, not too big of a deal. I think he'll be all right if he can stay out of trouble. Getting ready to go back green flag racing here at USA Speedway. Connor Knowlton still is the control car here on the inside line. Joshua Gaiman, the outside pole. There you see Connor Knowlton goes right away, gets a good jump. Joshua Gaiman in second. You see that bump in the middle of the front straightaway, just really upsetting these cars. John Smeal, better hope he doesn't hit that number 34 car. He's had some history with that number 34 machine. Some of us know about. Oh, John Smeal sideways there, but holds on to it. Connor Knowlton still in the lead, but Joshua Gaiman right behind him, and Proudfoot there in third. Brandon Fetter place, like I said, him and Connor Knowlton kind of expected them to be that third and fourth place car after everything settles out here tonight. John Smeal and Jeremy Briault definitely there. I think they could steal a couple spots away late in a race if everyone pushes too hard and uses up some tires. The 11 using up the 74 there on entry. Didn't see a lot there, but definitely saw a little bit of contact. And the 13 of John Smeal. Oh, 11 pulling the slide job on the 74 of Jeremy, and I bet he's not happy about that. We'll see if he returns the favor here coming into 1 and 2. There you see it. Oh, and he sent the slide job a little too far. Oh no, Jeremy. Caution is out once again. John Smeal, the innocent bystander there in that incident, as Jeremy sent it in a little too deep. I think he might have been seeing red there from what happened before, and just sent it in a little too deep and got John Smeal in the process. So unfortunate for John Smeal. Now back to 10th. Let's see if we can't have a quick word with Mr. Jeremy Briault. Jeremy, this is Ryan Pannell in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, you sent it a little too hard there, buddy. Were you seeing red? Were you seeing red a little bit?
No, I was seeing my beautiful new Moza R5, seeing how it would go on the send here, but obviously it was pretty trash on it. So we're not gonna send it the rest of the race. We're just gonna sit behind people and hope they all wreck.
Well, that's very possible here. I mean, honestly, you never know. But I just thought you might have been a little mad at the 11 and then tried to return the slide job favor and sent it just a little too much.
I mean, I thought it was going to work until the green car appeared, and then that was where it went wrong. But you know, next time I'll make sure, if I send it again, which I don't know if I will, if I do, I'll make sure that there's not a car in front of me. Wink, wink. Totally not.
Totally not. Got it. No code there. Good luck with the rest of the race, and have fun.
All right, thank you.
See you, bud. All right, there you see it. He sent it a little too hard, so we'll see if he can. I don't think Jeremy has it in him to not go 115%. So we'll see what happens. Again, having a lot of fun here tonight. Live on ABN Studios on their YouTube channel. Again, if you don't follow or subscribe to them, please subscribe. Love doing this. I'm going to hopefully be a part of some more projects next year, but we're getting ready to go back green flag racing here as the green is out. Connor Knowlton didn't get quite as good of a restart there. Joshua Gaiman goes way up high trying to get a run off the corner exit, and he's going to do it 3 wide for the lead. Let's go up there and take a look at the lead. What a battle. Joshua Gaiman's making that outside work. Looks like the inside may have lost some grip down there, but Brandon Proudfoot still trying to make that inside line work. doing a pretty good job of it right now, side by side with Connor Knowlton, as Connor hits the wall just a little bit. It's going to get him kind of out of sorts. Still gets that really good run off the corner, though. Brandon Proudfoot cannot clear him yet. And keep in mind, we've already ticked off 16 laps here tonight, so we're already closing in on halfway. As you see, Proudfoot finally able to kind of stick his nose, not his nose, but the rear of his car in front of Connor Knowlton, make that pass. Now he's in second. Going to try and catch Joshua Gaiman. Jeremy Briault has crashed. So, unfortunate for Jeremy. May have sent it a little too hard again. Now being scored in 10th place. Proudfoot making that bottom work. Joshua Gaiman definitely getting a little bit better run off of the corner exit. Brandon Proudfoot up 3 spots from where he started in this race, as Jeremy Briault has crashed again. He's now missing, maybe not missing the front clip, but it's definitely got some damage on that number 74 Hoosier machine. Proudfoot and Gaiman now battling for the race lead. After 19 laps here, coming to lap 20. So about 31 to go here. What a great battle here for the lead. Joshua Gaiman gets a piece of the wall there. He's going to go way high. Can he get the good run off the corner exit? Just enough. He gets into the wall just a little bit. Proudfoot with a good run on the bottom, but the bottom is slicked off a little bit. Kind of cuts the nose off of that 61 machine. Joshua Gaiman going to stick to the top side. And now Brandon Proudfoot with a 0.2 of a second lead. Now 6 tenths, 7 tenths. You see on corner exit the gap shrinks, but on entry it goes up. But Gaiman now, oh, Jeremy's there. Oh, that should have been a caution. It is not. That's going to be huge for Joshua Gaiman. Really, really affected him and how he exited that corner. Almost made contact with Jeremy there, actually. As Colin McDonough crashed, and that is a caution. Colin is, looks like he might be having some suspension issues there in that number 39 machine. All right, let's see if we can't do this one more time. We'll do this quick little commercial break. So we'll be right back, and stay tuned. Pretty cool that we get a little commercial break. Gives me a break. I know it's not a long commercial break, but hey, still a commercial break. So appreciate y'all again tuning in. It's been a lot of fun calling this race tonight. Right at halfway here, and Brandon Proudfoot still is your race leader. Joshua Gaiman in second, Connor Knowlton third, Fetterplace in fourth, John Smeal in fifth, Riley Morecho in 6th, Carmen Sienna 7th, Colin McDonough in 8th, Ross Baxter in 9th, Jeremy Briault in 10th. Pace truck getting ready to peel off one more time. Should have exactly 25 laps remaining when they take the green flag here. Still anybody's race at this point. A lot can happen here on dirt track anywhere throughout the country. But especially here at USA, it's a very different dirt track, almost kind of like a Williams Grove type track with a really long straightaway, obviously, and pretty tight turn as Brandon Proudfoot gets going here. Joshua Gaiman did not get going. He's stuck in the middle, 3 wide. Battling with Brandon Fetterplace, Connor Knowlton, John Smeal, Riley up there in the 11. 5 cars under a blanket here with 25 laps remaining, coming to 24 to go here for the 22 of Brandon Proudfoot. Gaiman pretty committed to that high side. Proudfoot committed to the low side. And just a battle here. For the 3rd place between Connor Knowlton, Brandon Fetterplace, Riley, and John Smeal, all really in the equation here. .34 car doing everything he can to try and get around that 24 of Connor Knowlton, get another podium finish. Obviously the points leader here in the ARX series. Shout out to Carmen Sienna, currently running in 7th in front of Ross Baxter. She's having a really good race here tonight. As Brandon Fetterplace starts to pull away from the 11 of Riley and John Smeal in the 13. Colin McDonough has crashed once again, and he is sideways. He's up against the wall. Toes. He jumps to pits there, so good call there. Brandon Fetterplace now trying to make his way around Connor Knowlton. And again, that is for a podium finish. Again, Jeremy Briault 1 lap down, so this is not for position. He's still up here battling, doing everything he can to get a couple more positions, as Colin McDonough still on pit road. Joshua Gaiman trying to reel in Brandon Proudfoot, but just can't quite do it. Not yet. Brandon Fetterplace still in 4th. Trying to catch Connor Knowlton in the 3rd position. .34 of 50 laps completed here at USA Speedway. Ross Baxter back in the 8th position right now, 10.9 seconds off of the leader. You heard him. He said he doesn't really like dirt, or he's not really good at dirt, but he enjoys racing it, and that's what it's all about here. You know, if you're not good at dirt, just come out and race anyway. It's a lot of fun, and it will help you. It will help you get better on other racing disciplines. I'm telling you firsthand. It's helped me a lot. It does really help. So Brandon Proudfoot starting to pull away over Joshua Gaiman in second. Connor Knowlton and Brandon Fetterplace kind of on different island there. You see Connor Knowlton send that car in, just a little too much. Got sideways there. But Brandon Fetterplace still struggling a little bit as well. Really no one on track right now running near each other. Joshua Gaiman and Brandon Proudfoot probably the two closest on track. Ross Baxter's about 14 seconds down, so he's about another 10 seconds away from getting lapped, as you see Brandon Proudfoot now moving to the top side and Joshua Gaiman moving to the bottom. See if that helps Joshua Gaiman maybe close this gap just a little bit. Now he's going to go back up to the top. Proudfoot way up there on the top. Just looking for grip at this point, anywhere you can find it. I think Brandon Proudfoot kind of figured out that the top side is maybe the best way to go. Oh, Carmen Sienna jumped to the pits. So Carmen Sienna now in 9th place. 2 laps down. Jeremy is in 8th, 1 lap down. Colin McDonough in 10th, 3 laps down. Again, this is really about the only battle on track right now. John Smeal is pretty close to Jeremy, but again, Jeremy 1 lap down. Riley about 2.5 seconds behind John Smeal right now, and then Ross Baxter obviously kind of close to Colin McDonough, but Colin now 3 laps down. He should pass Carmen Sienna there. You see it on the leaderboard. Moves into 9th. So Carmen Sienna now down to 10th. Joshua Gaiman staying just close enough to make this a race here. Proudfoot goes low. Gaiman goes way high. Gonna try and arc it off the corner. But Proudfoot just so consistent, so strong. Again, Proudfoot goes to the bottom. Gaiman goes to the top. Oh, gets too loose there. He's going to lose a lot of time there. That's probably it. Probably his last chance there to close in on Brandon Proudfoot. Proudfoot doesn't make a whole lot of mistakes here, especially on dirt. He's one of the best. And funny enough, him and Joshua Gaiman actually roommates. So they actually live together. So what better person to learn from, just in general in iRacing, than one of these two? And they are roommates. So that almost feels unfair to the rest of us out here just doing it on our own. As we got 5 laps to go here at USA Speedway. But we saw what happened to Brandon Proudfoot in the consolation race, where he was pretty much had that thing locked up until a lap car wrecked in front of him. So these lap cars could spell disaster for the 22. We'll have to see what happens here. Ross Baxter gonna go high. Brandon Proudfoot going low. Oh, the 39's around. Is that gonna bring out a caution? He's right in front of the field. He did jump to pits, so I think we're going to stay green here with only 4 laps to go. And Brandon Proudfoot pulling away now at this point. Got around Ross Baxter. Probably not going to get to Riley before the end of this race. Riley about 10 seconds ahead of Brandon Proudfoot right now. Ross Baxter gets to the high side, lets Joshua Gaiman go by, but at this point it's just a little too late for Joshua Gaiman. He got there, got close for sure, just not quite enough. Got a little loose as we have 2 laps remaining here at USA Speedway. Brandon Proudfoot gonna come out here and show everybody how it's done. Last corner coming to the white flag, presented by Smil Racing Designs. 1 to go here at USA Speedway. John Smil and Jeremy having a good battle there. But Brandon Proudfoot coming into turn 3 and 4. Gonna send it on the bottom. Make a little contact with that wall, but he's gonna get the win very, very easily. As Joshua Gaiman actually wrecks, gonna give Connor Knowlton second. Joshua Gaiman gonna come home in 3rd. Brandon Federer place in 4th. John Smil in 5th. Riley in 6th. And Ross Baxter will come home in 7th, 1 lap down. Jeremy Briault in 8th. Colin McDonough in 9th. And Carmen Sienna will be 10th, 11 laps down. And Sky Schreck will be 11th. Did not start this race. So, there you have it. Let's take a quick look here at the standings, or at the results. So the Mustang Racing 50 here at USA Speedway, as they do their demolition derby here at the end, as is tradition. So Brandon Proudfoot started 5th, got the win. Connor Knowlton started on the pole, finishes 2nd. Joshua Gaiman comes home in 3rd. Brandon Federer place in 4th. John Smil in 5th. Riley Morecho in 6th. Ross Baxter in 7th. Jeremy Briault in 8th. Colin McDonough in 9th. Carmen Sienna in 10th. And Sky Schreck in 11th. Well, there you have it. Another quick one in the books here. Stay tuned. We'll have your top 3 podium interviews here in just a moment. We'll let y'all enjoy some of the Demolition Derby. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with your top 3 interviews here in just a moment. All right, we're back. Let's see if we can't have a quick word with Joshua Gaiman here. Who comes home as your 3rd place finisher here in the race. see if we can. Oh, word with Joshua Gaiman. We'll pull him in. He's not in there, but we'll see what he has to say. Josh, this is Ryan in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, you come home in third. Man, you were so close, and the car just looked like it kind of unloaded on you. And then I kind of knew from that point it was kind of game over. But walk us through your race and what you were trying to do to reel in Proudfoot.
Yeah, they say go where they're not, and that's kind of what I tried to do for the longest time. Just trying to see if maybe the track state would flip to the top being faster or whatnot, but it just didn't seem like it wanted to get there. It got a little. It felt like my bumper or something got hung up on the cushion going into one there. And it just kind of pulled me loose, and I don't know if maybe I jumped it with the right rear a little bit, but it happens. It's a big track. You go into the corners really fast, so there's not a lot of margin for error. But it was a really fun race overall. The last turn I sent it in, and it just didn't want to set and just kept spinning on me. So oh well, it's just running for fun, and it was a really good race.
Yeah, for sure. It was a blast to watch. How was, first of all, I have to ask, I know that y'all, I've mentioned it in the broadcast, I know y'all are roommates, you and Proudfoot. Do y'all have your rigs, like are y'all cheating? Like, are y'all telling each other stuff during the race? Like, hey, or can y'all even hear each other?
I mean, unless we're sitting in the same Discord channel, we can't really hear each other. I know I keep my sound turned up pretty loud, but I mean, our rigs are back to back. Like, if I turn around 180 degrees, I can see his screen. So, I mean, if we have the chance, yeah, we might strategize a little bit. But this stuff here, I mean, it's dirt racing. You don't strategize. You just go and you put your foot down and hope the car sticks.
Absolutely. Well, great race. If you have anyone you want to shout out, friends or family, the floor's all yours.
Yeah, I just want to shout out everyone that keeps showing up. This series is a lot of fun to put on, with me being the guy that puts the setups together. I'm not taking points away from anybody. I'm kind of just here to be a little bit of a spoiler sometimes and have a good time. So, I just mess around and I don't want to just sit up there and watch. So, it's just another car on the track at that point. Shout out to you for doing, the broadcast and stuff, and Carmen for putting you in the booth. It's definitely a good time. It's a lot of fun, just getting randomly dragged in here and, just getting to say, whatever within reason.
Yeah, exactly.
Shout out to 13 Somewhere, Nitro Racing, and W Energy. For riding on my main cars, we just got a little Crown Royal car on this one because I just, figured it looked cool. Yeah, it's a good race.
Absolutely. Well, enjoy your third place finish, and hopefully we'll talk to you next Friday.
Hopefully.
All right, see you, bud. All right, that was our third place finisher, Joshua Gaiman. Now let's take a look here and see if we can't talk to Mr. Connor Knowlton, who finished second in today's race. Connor, this is Ryan in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear.
Well, you were going to finish third until you finished second. So how was your race? Obviously, looked like pretty much you and Gaiman and Proudfoot, definitely the top three. Federer Place was right there. Had a good run too. But tell us about your race, and that last corner. We won't say you lucked into it, but hey, luck is a good thing sometimes.
I mean, I was pretty much on an island by the end of that race. I had built up enough consistency to kind of pull a gap on Federer Place, but there was no chance I was catching Gaiman or Proudfoot. They were really, really quick. So I think once I kind of figured out where I stood, my goal was just to kind of, stay consistent, make sure I just complete the laps. And as I go into turn 4, I see Gaiman sideways and he spun. So it's a good spot. We'll take the extra place in the podium, good set of points. But there really wasn't much I could have done. I think he definitely earned that second place. I think he actually had enough speed to maybe challenge Proudfoot, but this car's so tricky and so technical that anything could happen at any moment.
Absolutely. So tell us about your tires. Do you feel like you used up your tires more than the top two, or were they just that fast? I mean,
they were just faster than me.
Yeah.
I tried to run the bottom where Proudfoot was. I was losing time. I ran the top. I was losing time to gain. And then I think at that point when I'm trying both lanes and they're both not working, I think at that point it was just time for me to go, okay, well, let's not wreck. Let's not do something stupid trying to drive outside my limit. So it's just, okay, find a spot where I felt comfortable building a gap to the cars behind me. And once I got comfortable in that, I just started rolling on the bottom, just getting in nice and easy and just keeping it straight, keeping it on the right side of the racetrack. So they were just class of the field tonight, and there was really not much I could have done about it.
Yeah, anytime I enter a dirt race and I see Joshua Gaiman or Brandon Proudfoot enter, I'm like, well, maybe I can get third. I mean, they're good. I mean, it's just some people on dirt, they're just, I mean, I say dirt. I mean, Joshua Gaiman and Proudfoot are good at, pretty much everything they race, but it seems like they're in a different category when they get on a dirt track that they're familiar with. So, still a great race for you. You come home in second, and good points day as well.
Yeah, no, it seems like second place is just the story of my my year here in ARCS. I've had more second places than I can count, but consistency is key. So yeah, we'll take what we can get, keep on rolling, and just on to next week.
So I have an off-topic question that I'm going to ask you here real quick. All right.
Absolutely.
All right. So for A squared, you said you were going to do full time. All right.
Yes, sir.
Your preferred number is the 2. Am I correct?
That is true.
All right. For I'm asking for a friend here. Would you ever be interested in running a Ford Mustang?
I own the Ford Mustang.
All right. Well, that's interesting.
Car.
That is interesting because presidential racing may or may not be trying to make some moves to have a number 2, a number 12, a number 22, and a number 21 next year. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. I said presidential racing my regards, and when it comes draft day, I'll be anticipating their phone call.
Absolutely. I'll have you on speed dial. We'll see what we can do. But great job tonight. If you have anyone you want to shout out, friends or family, the floor is all yours.
Yeah, I'd like to give a shout out as always to EPI, Elite Performance Industries, Just the Top Edits, and ABN. You guys do a great job. So it's always fun coming on here talking to you guys.
Absolutely. Well, great job. Enjoy your second place finish. I might put up I was thinking about putting up a mini stocks at Charlotte after this. So I'm going to see if I can get some traction on that.
All right, yeah, I'll be down. I'm just going to go grab some food here in a minute, but I'll be back in a little bit. So I'll be down.
All right. Perfect. All right. Well, good luck next week, and maybe we'll talk to you next week as well.
That's the plan. Talk to you.
All right. See you, bud. All right. That was our second place finisher. We'll get a quick word here with Brandon Proudfoot, your race winner. He didn't really pass anybody, so I can't really go back to his. Here we go. Brandon Proudfoot here finishes in first in today's race. Let's see if we can get a word with him. Brandon, this is Ryan in the booth. You got a copy?
I got you, Ryan.
Well, you got the win. You joined a little last minute. I saw your name pop up basically right as practice ended, but obviously you didn't need any practice. Great race. You had Gaiman right there with you. Obviously, I know, y'all being roommates and y'all are both extremely fast in anything you run. Were you worried, that he was there? I mean, he got kind of close and then looked like he may have got a little loose and was kind of it for him. But just tell us about your race and if you were worried at any point that Gaiman was going to be able to get to you.
He was definitely coming for sure. He was whenever I'd go up into the top, I kept going to my instincts and trying to set on the right rear on the cushion, and you can't just do that with this car. So I kept going up into the wall, and I think he climbed about a 1.5 second gap down to I think about 1/4 second, and at that moment I was like, I got to go back to the bottom, and then from there it was just execution and just trying not to make mistakes on both sides, whether it be me or him.
Absolutely. So obviously we watched in the Constellation race. You were leading that thing. You had a lap car wreck in front of you. You ended up finishing I think maybe 5th or 7th, or I don't remember. But was that? I mean, obviously I know it was frustrating, but how did you overcome that? Getting into the feature, and and obviously you're quick, but I know that's got to be hard. How do you overcome that? Moving into the 50 lap feature.
To be honest with you, it wasn't too bad because unlike A squared, this is a smaller knit group type of guys, and yeah, if it was A squared, you're back 30 places if something like that happens. Here, it's only a few, and everybody's just having fun. So if it was a competitive scene, yeah, I'd be frustrated. Yeah, I'd be worked up because I have to work through everything I just did again. But here in ARX, we're all just trying to get to the end at the end of the day. Some of us, so it's just added more to the experience for the night, really.
There you go. Made it interesting. Yeah, it was fun to watch you, make your way back through the field. And, that's what I love about Fridays. It's kind of laid back. Everybody enjoys themselves. We haven't really had any, bad drivers, so to speak, that are just causing issues. So it's been a lot of fun this year. But if you have anyone that you want to shout out, friends, family, or sponsors, the floor is all yours.
Of course. Anybody that obviously tunes in to this ARX deal, I know we're on ABN. Got to thank them for allowing us to be on here and having you broadcast on their channel. Obviously, shout out to my roommate Gavin for building the setup. Me and him were tag teaming it last year a little bit, but he just kind of took the reins on his own. I'm only part-time for this series for the most part, so I'm also not in the points. I've withdrawn myself from that. But obviously John for doing stuff in the background, you doing the broadcast. I know I had a few people tune in. Special thanks to everybody at Night Stalker's Domain, Percy, Cypher, and a few others. I know they were tuning in watching. And I don't know where we're going to next week, but I'll probably be back in 2 weeks, back when we're on the stuff that means to me more. But
Absolutely. Yeah, well, so I got another off-topic question. I was talking to Connor before you. His primary number for A squared next year is the 2. Your primary number that you want is the 22. I told Connor, I was like, look, I'm trying to draft drivers based off Penske numbers, and he wants the 2, and you want the 22. So I'm gonna see what I can do to get us a little Penske formation going. I don't know if I can get both of y'all. That's gonna be hard to do, but I'm gonna see what I can do to get. I'd love to have you on my team next year.
well, hey, I'm always going to be happy to run the presidential line once again.
Absolutely. Well, good job, buddy. Good win. If you don't race next week, the next time that you do race, hopefully we'll talk to you after the race. But go enjoy your win.
Yep. Have a good night, everybody.
See you, man. All right, that was your race winner, Brandon Proudfoot. We will take a look here at the results one last time for the Mustang Racing 50 here at USA Speedway. Great race overall. Brandon Proudfoot, obviously your race winner. Connor Knowlton in second. Joshua Gaiman in third. Excuse me. Brandon Fetter place in fourth. John Smill fifth. Riley Murecho. I'm going to figure that out next week. I will. He comes home in sixth. Ross Baxter seventh. Jeremy Rialt in eighth. Colin McDonough in ninth. Carmen Sienna in 10th. And Sky Shrek finishes in 11th. So that will do it here for me and ABN Esports coverage live from ABN Studios on YouTube. What a great race we had here tonight at USA Speedway. Thank you all for tuning in. Really do appreciate it. Till we see y'all next time, make sure you stay on that loud pedal.